Hey guys, welcome back to the Catch Wrestling channel. So today we worked a little bit on double collar tie. So we have double collar tie. From this position, we're gonna first start with how do we end up in that position. So usually the position starts from here. We're in the collar and tie position, but we end up in double collar tie. So how can I get in there? Number one, if I can, if it's not too tight, so he doesn't push and he has a strong base on me, I can just go to the tricep, pull up, and push in. But if that's difficult, I will go to reach for the shoulder or behind the shoulder. From here, same thing, open, push in. Now, a principle when you have collar tie in general, don't control the neck. The neck is strong and I cannot resist. I cannot really pull him where I want, but if I go for the head will go and the body will follow. So much easier for control. So the principle goes, go high up, both sides. The higher the better, obviously not too high because then I will end up over and then you will get double underhook. So from this position, go high enough, you have the elbow a little bit below the collarbone. So these two bones here, put it below there. Now once we reach to this position, so Bruce, we're gonna focus today on what this guy is gonna do from here. Obviously he can do knees and a lot of stuff from there. He can manipulate my head like I just explained, but we're gonna focus on this guy. So first things first, whenever this happens, I want to immediately close the gap, because if I don't, Bruce can knee me. So go ahead, knee. So this is the thing that I'm most scared of. So a lot of people do this, go ahead, but this doesn't help. The knee will go through and it will hit me and I will start backing down. That's the worst thing you can do, never back. Don't go backwards. So instead we're gonna be going forward and we're gonna close. So first things first, hip goes in. We touch hip to hip. So hip to hip or crotch to crotch. Now from here, I'm gonna keep walking. The camera can follow us, please. Keep walking, do not stop. The moment you stop, you can break the distance and you can hit me again. So keep in mind, today's technique, all of them, I'm not stopping. I might stop to explain for you, but I will show the technique in full time, how it looks like without stopping. So, one more time. He has here, I close the gap and I start walking forward. The first thing is first, I will go double underhook from here. Obviously it's not double underhook quite yet, but I will hug him from this position, right? Now from here, I will keep walking forward. When I get this lock, I want to straighten my hand. It might be the S grip or gable grip, or you might get like a outside palm grip. Doesn't matter which one you do. This one might be difficult the bigger they are, but if you're closer, it's easier. Anyway, when you get the hand, straighten your hands immediately downwards. So straighten it down and keep walking. We end up in the backbreaker. Additionally, we want to use our head. So if it's a tall guy, it might be difficult to do this. So I might be difficult to catch his head, but that's not a problem. I might go to the shoulder, to the chest, and then we do the same thing from there. Right? If it's about same height, go for the head. If it's taller than you, go for the chest. That's the first technique. Now the next one. So let's say you cannot reach around. You have a big problem with that. We start again, same thing as before. We keep walking. So pretend we are walking now, but we pretend we are walking. But I cannot reach all the way, so no problem. What we're gonna do next is double underhook pass. So you're gonna go underneath the elbow. I'm not gonna catch it. I'm gonna go underneath the elbow and just brush it backwards. So looking at edge. Don't lift the guy because he will hold on. If I lift him, I'm just wasting energy for nothing. So as I go in, I will push it back. And notice we end up in double underhook. Same thing. We can go for the backbreaker, or notice what position we are in. Level. So hold on, please. We are in level 1. I can go either side here, and we can do a half spin also. Usually I tend to do this because this really disables his ability to defend properly. So normally what he wants to do, if I end up here or high, or if I end up here, he wants to bring his butt out so that he can do escapes. But so again, go up please. If I do this, now Bruce tries to defend, bring your butt out. It's quite hard from this position. Effectively, all I need to do is just sit down and we got it. So try to straighten your arms. Now let's work with the last one. Let's say you have difficulty with both of those, or you want to try to pummel in and get your own collar tie. We can use this to our advantage in the sense that when I walk, I go in, he will defend this. While he defends this, means that he's gonna pull that elbow in. They won't go that much, but they will go enough to fight with me, and that's exactly what I want. When they fight, I'm gonna do a shoulder shrug, catch outside, and now we go for head split outside. My head will go to this side, and I will keep moving in a circular motion, and we go for the half spin. Let me show you from this side. So now I go, it doesn't work. So, sorry, I try to go, it doesn't work. Shoulder shrug, catch, and we start moving to the side. Alright, that's what we did today. Let me show you everything in full time. So the camera can either follow us or just pan. You'll see what I mean by not stopping. Let's start from here because we need a little bit space. Sorry, before I do it, one of two things will happen. If it's MMA or whatever, you have a ring, obviously push him until you reach the cage or until you catch him. Either one is to your advantage, but don't stay there and give that gap where he's going to start kneeing you endlessly. So, again, we start here. Let's start with the first one. So it looks like this. I'm going to go, I get the head in, and we go down. That's number one, right? Do something when with your hands. When you close the gap, don't leave your hands hanging here. So I can control both hands. I can also go for over control. But the most important thing is he goes in and I keep walking. Right, now let's do the second one. So he's here. I'm trying to do the first one. It doesn't work. So I tip down a little bit lower and I brush it backwards. Don't lift. Brush it back. So it looks like this. And now we go down underhook, straighten the hands. We go here or we go to hand spin. And then last technique. So again, look. So we go and I try to do this while we're moving. I'll do this technique, sorry. So what happened just now, I did a little bit quick, it hurt him, but it's kind of like the what do you call this again? Shoulder shrug. When you pinch the hand and you get stuck there, it hurts him a little bit. It's your advantage, but don't hurt your partner. So when you go this, try not to walk. In a real fight, walk and do this, but with your friends, let's be relaxed and turn. Turn and catch. Real fight, lock and do it. You can even do it without this. So we lock, hold on, both. We lock one side and we can force it in. That's a little bit higher level stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's what we covered today. Until next time. Thank you.